What is going on, YouTube? I'm back with another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Hypnosis by Sleep Token. Don't mind the whiteboard behind me. That's for a stream that I'm doing later on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. Link in the description. This is one of the main songs that I see on like clips in YouTube shorts of Sleep Token. Like Hypnosis is a pretty popular one. And I mean, it's got 8.7 million views on just like the video on YouTube. And I've had to refrain from listening to it. And I do want to get some time designated to listening to the whole album in one, but I do need to do a reaction for this week. So I'm going to do Hypnosis by Sleep Token. With that being said, link in the description. Go check it out for yourself. Here we go. Sounds pretty sick already. Sounds like it's going to be heavy. Okay. I feel like I'm already going to like it. Let's turn it up. What the hell are we doing? Ooh, that's an interesting riff. I like it though. I need to look at the lyrics. I'll do it later. Lift me out of my own skin. Dude, two's drumming, dude. Ooh. Ooh. Dude, the cymbal work is gorgeous. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. I love the cymbal work. It's so good. Jesus. Ooh, dude, I was a little thrown off there, which I think they probably done on purpose because this is a little repetitive, but 2 is just carrying this shit right now with trying to throw you off on where it's supposed to go. So that little pause in the drums right there, and then the snare and cymbal at the same time to bring it back in was interesting. I was not expecting that. Ooh, and the bass too in the background kind of came back up. Oh, the vocals in the background. I was just about to pause it. What the fuck? Okay. The tempo change? Ugh. The synth in the background, pretty cool, creepy. A little eerie, I like it. Like a lullaby, it sounds cool. I like that. There's 20 seconds left. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. One thing I wanted to stop and say in the middle of that was, like, I mentioned it being repetitive. That kind of makes sense. You like hypnotizing somebody. It's like you have a clock and you're dangling it in front of them and they're just like focused on this thing, or like you stare at something that's like it messes with your eyes and it's repetitive and you're just kind of honed into a pattern. And you're just like laser focused, and it kind of just dissociates you with everything else because you're so laser focused on this one thing that is just repeating, and it's just completely wrapping your attention up. That's interesting. I think it's so cool when bands do that. Like, it's so interesting that they thought to just make it a little repetitive like that. And I don't really know what else to say, because that's really all there is to it. But I do want to go back to this little, like, I think it was a tempo change. Hang on. That's such a cool. Yeah, totally throws you off. I love that symbol. Symbol in the back sounds really cool. And that sounds like the end of a lullaby, or the end of like a. That's interesting. Sounds like the end of a movie where the main character just got killed, and now it's kind of like just panning out at the dead guy on the ground, and it's just like kind of eerie. It's letting your imagination do the work. Letting your mind wander. That's interesting. That's what it makes me think of. That's so weird, but that's really crazy. I'm going to take a look at the lyrics and the meaning. I do think I already pretty much know, what it's going to say. Lift me out of my own skin of all of my doubt. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like you're paying attention. You are so focused on this one thing that you are kind of like you don't even acknowledge that you're in your body anymore. It's just like you are so, like, it's interesting that they use this kind of terminology in these lyrics. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, I did not even realize that it was saying, you hypnotize me always, most of the entire song. And you make it more, you hypnotize me always. Like, it's saying that in the background. I did not even catch that. Interesting. That's why we look at the lyrics. And that's why I'm about to look at the meaning, because I feel like I might think of something in a different light, but you make it more than I could ever feel before. That's interesting. It's kind of creepy when you think about the fact that it's saying, you hypnotize me always in the background the whole time. That's kind of cool. Okay, Hypnosis by Sleep Token explores the intoxicating, toxic, and all-consuming nature of limerence. I don't know what limerence means. Let's check that out in a second. In the broader lore of the band, it captures the protagonist, Vessel, pleading with the deity Sleep, willingly surrendering his mind and agency, despite knowing the painful, addictive control the entity has over him. That is sourced from Reddit, so that's kind of like speculation. That doesn't exactly mean that that's what the song means, but that's kind of what people have tied it to and resonated with, I guess. Let's look up what limerence means. Limerence is an involuntary state of intense romantic obsession and infatuation. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. Pretty straightforward. The lyrics, I mean, there weren't many lyrics. It was pretty drawn out through that whole thing, which I thought was pretty interesting. But yeah, that's really all I got for you. Thank you very much for watching. Go check out the original video. Link will be in the description, as well as other links. Go check them out. Let me know what you want to see me react to next. I am going to be sticking to Sleep Token and Bad Omens until I get them all done. I think I'm like one album away on both of those bands from being like to the point where I'm listening to holy shit, Reset. I am at the point where on Bad Omens and Sleep Token, I have almost listened to every song by them. I just have one album left for each band. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.